great opening game week here in the Long Family Operations Center. It's a much better arena for our press conferences. We're excited about that. I appreciate Ken and Cindy and their contributions and everyone's contribution to this building. It's amazing to all 32 teams have been to our training camp and evaluated our players, and we've had multiple general managers come through, and the comments that we've had about how functional our facility is, and certainly has been a huge benefit for our program. But 3:30 kick in Charlotte at Bank of America Stadium against North Carolina. Got a lot of respect for Coach Brown, obviously working for him for 3 years. And Carol and I were talking the other night, probably the three of the better years we've had in coaching, there at Texas. And glad he's back in college football. Not that he wasn't in college football, but he was on y'all's team, and now he's back on our team. So that's the good part of it. I'm just kidding. Y'all can laugh at me a little bit there. Loosen up. But he's really hired a really good staff. Phil Longo was at Ole Miss, a guy I've got a lot of respect for. Jay Bateman did a fantastic job at West Point. Stacy Searles and I won a national championship together at LSU. So a lot of guys I've got a lot of respect for. First games, expect the unexpected. You're trying to piece together film from different, teams and different things. You got point of attack tapes from the North Carolina players that have been there before and played there previously. A lot of those guys we've recruited, so I think, we've got some good football players on that team. This is a team that lost 5 games by 1 score or less. In those situations, I lost a game to a hurricane, and obviously, confidence is such an important part of what we do, and you lose a little confidence in those situations. And I think that's probably what happened in that situation. Snowballed on them a little bit last year. But they've got some talented players, a bunch of guys that we've recruited before that we need to go up to Charlotte and we need to play well. I think we've had good preparation. We've introduced last Friday really North Carolina to our team, and then started back with a normal Tuesday practice with our team today, and we'll tie things up on Wednesday and Thursday, and Friday we'll have a walkthrough. So injury report for us, really only one guy. Kier Thomas, and I told you after our second scrimmage was going to be cleared for full contact. He was doing a lot of stuff with our players. Worked out on that Sunday, came back on the Monday, had some swelling, and as the week rolled on, he's got an infection in the ankle right now. The ankle's fine, the ligament's fine, but we're dealing with the infection right now, so we're pumping him with antibiotics. It'll probably be 2 weeks, and I'll let you know after that about where it'll be. We need to get that under control right now, but the ankle's fine. Other than that, we should be good. Evan Henson, in our last conversation, he was going to transfer and play basketball. He felt like that was what that he wanted to do moving forward, so we wish him the best moving forward, and I'll open it up for any questions.
Raise your hand, we'll get a microphone to you.
Will, is there an update on Nick Muse's status?
Not at this time, and that's that's in our compliance hands, and again that's up to the NCAA.
How do you handle that this week? Do you take him to Charlotte on the off chance he could get cleared Friday night?
Well, we're practicing and giving him reps to get him ready for the game. Certainly not investing as many reps as you normally would, because he certainly can help our football team this year. But we'll wait on word, and if he is not being cleared, he can't travel.
Is there an update on Devontae Davis? I know you mentioned the fact that he might have to miss the entire season with that foot injury.
Yes, it was a loose frank. He's going to have surgery. He's doing well. He'll miss the season.
Any update on Jaquez Searles?
Not at this time. We're still working through that.
Well, you've said a few times this is your deepest team that you believe. Did that show itself in the competition that this team had during camp?
Well, I think so. I think that we had, you go back to our first scrimmage, to be able to roll 3 groups out there and be very competitive, to know that even in that third group, there's guys who are going to help our football team this year. They're going to help and contribute to our team, to be able to have those guys rep. Because you can talk all you want about trying to be physical, trying to do the things you've got to do to be successful. But in order to play 3 technique, you got to take on a 700-pound double team. And that's the only way you're going to get better doing that. And if you don't rep that enough, then you're never going to get really good at doing it. So to be able to do that and have 150 live scrimmage snaps and live special team snaps, and that attributes to depth that you have on your football team. And so there's no question it's made us better, because guys got to understand they got to bring their A game every single day to practice in order to play. And so no question, when you have quality depth, to be able to have guys have more competition, it brings more consistency in your performance as a player, and there's less motivation from a coach's standpoint on the practice field. The guys know they've got to come and perform, because at the end of the day, the film is what matters and what you put on film.